Hello everybody, it's Mariala here once again, and welcome back to an Ami box. Woohoo! Yes, so that means we have a figure to open. Woohoo! And it's probably going to be the last figure for this month. Probably. You never know with me anymore, do you? I never know with me. So, yeah, we did get a figure. I'm happy. This figure I've been waiting a while for, especially since she's been out for months in China, and I've seen pictures, and I still really like her. So yay. This figure is not allowed on my figure collection, so I probably won't get many views on this because I can't post her there. But it is what it is. I could, but it's a pain. So yay. Let's go ahead and get this box open so you can see who it is and be happy with me. So I don't know this character or her source. I just know that I kept looking at her and I really liked the way that she looked. So I bought her, and now she is here. Being she's a Chinese figure, I have seen pictures of her on HPOI, and there has been, obviously because it's HPOI, people complaining and showing pictures of broken figures. So some potential breaks. I've seen her head broken off. I've seen some ribbons broken off. And the main thing is the sword that she has is a little too long, so it tends to bend where it goes, but we shall find out. So we've got the February Ami thank you card, and you got Amiko and Liliko. She's eating a crepe, and they're hugging arms and everything, and just happy girls. There's the back. She's got some flowers saying thank you. Put that off to the side, and let's get this box tilted down. And we've got paper. And we've got the figure. Woohoo! She fits pretty well in this box. So let's get this off to the side so I can get her out. And there we go. Put that off to the side even more. So this is MoYan, the devil version of her. At all the stores, her name is spelled M-O-E-N, or Moen, but her box says MoYan. So, MoYan, whatever. But yeah, it's a cute figure. She, like I said, this is the devil version. Another version of her just got put up for order around OneFest time, and in that one she has a red dress on. So, we'll see how this one turns out. She is from something called Lost Order. Game, show, I don't know. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Hobby Sakura, which is Chinese. She's from something Chinese, so she is not allowed on my figure collection. At least not for now. So in China, she released in December of 2022, but she came into stock at Ami. I'm not exactly sure when, but I got the invoice on February 13th, and I ordered her back on August 7th of 2022. Paid for her on the 13th. She shipped out on the 16th DHL shipping, which was actually less than EMS. And I got her today on the 17th of February 2023. So 1 day shipping. She wasn't cheap, but she wasn't too terrible. She cost 20,290 yen, or $162.84. DHL shipping was 5,578. I can tell you that because there was only one figure in here. If I had gotten her EMS, it would have been 6,112 yen. So it was cheaper to DHL her, and quicker probably. So anyways, there's the front of her box. There's the side of her box. There's the back of her box, showing off a couple different angles, focus shots. And there is the other side of her box. There's the top of her box. And plain boring bottom. There was a version at Ami with a bonus, I think, wall scroll. I did not get that. I just got the figure. So yay. We can probably do a one-time zoom now and get her open and look at her. So the box is actually cardboard. It's not the paper board. It's corrugated. We've got our standard 3 seals. I I think I need to grease my turntable. It's turning quite hard. Pull her out. There's some papers. Inside the box, it's got a little floral theme on the bottom. On the back, it says MoYan Devil version, 1/7 scale pre-painted figure, and it's got that flower thing again. Put that off to the side. The little paper thing I mentioned is actually a postcard of the original art she is based off of. So yeah, looks cute. And like I said, I don't know anything about her. I just know I liked her design, and I kept looking at her page and kept looking at her, and finally said, I'm getting her. She's kind of like a succubus. She's wearing china dress. She's got horns. She's got hips for days. Got big boobs. And just looks good. So there's her from the back. She's got a lot of hair, and the ribbon is all in one piece, it looks like. There's the other side. And the head appears to be solidly attached. So far so good. Let's go ahead and lay her down and cut the tape on the sides of the box. And we'll pop the blister. Quite strong rivets. Okay, we'll spin her back around. There we go. Lots of noise. So we'll pull out her base. It is a brown disc. It's got some nice gold paint on the top. Nice paint work. It says Lost Order. And you can tell, at least I can tell, that it's like three-dimensional. So there is an inner layer and an outer layer. So there is a little bit of shadow under the letterings. She has a big, hefty, thick metal peg, and then a plastic support. On the back it says copyright Hobby Sakura, made in Japan, or made in China. And it's actually pretty thick plastic, so should be pretty secure. If we spin MoYan around, we'll pull out her sword, which is actually looks to be taped to the blister as well. So we'll just cut the tape and make our lives easier. And unfold the baggie. Pull out the sword. So it's got like a transparent blue gem in the kind of the guard area. It's got nice detail in the handle. Blue gem in the pommel. And it's more like a spike than a sword. And it is blunt, so it is not sharp or anything. I don't think you'll be stabbing yourself. So maybe it's not a sword, maybe it's more just a cane. So we'll set that down and we'll pull MoYan out. So there's some foam, there's plastic wrapped around her. She's got that soft touch skin. There is plastic between her china dress flaps with some foam inside of it. There is some more plastic between her calf and her china dress. And then there is a big chunk of plastic and foam behind her back and her hair. And it's kind of a wedge shape. So we'll pull that all out. We'll go ahead and set her down and clean up our mess. Come on. I said clean up our mess, not make more of a mess. Tilt the camera a bit, maybe. And let's go ahead, pick her up and get some good looks. So she's got some piercing blue eyes. And her pupils are kind of like diamond slits. She's got a little, very light blue ring around them. And kind of a vacant, chilled out, relaxed expression on her face. The mouth is very slightly open with some painted teeth. She's got a nice pointy nose, good ears on her. She's got her succubus type horns. They're shiny, blue, like navy blue. Top of her head, the fringe seam line is a little bit further back on the head than normal, but not bad. There is some shading. The back of her head is fairly flat at the top, but then it breaks out into this mass of hair. Lots of shading in there, like lighter browns, darker browns, and everything. Her side locks are tied behind her back with this little bow, ribbon, whatever. It's kind of it's supposed to be white, but it's got some like peach and gray highlights and lowlights. She has, like I said, quite the bosom on her. And I've noticed a lot of figures kind of wearing this type of outfit. If the boob was just the boob that's showing and not everything that's in the dress, it would still be quite the large and well-shaped boob. There is no cleavage showing because, well, she's got body stocking on underneath it, and it is definitely stretched across the cleavage valley. And you can see all the wrinkles and everything. It's got a little strappy around her torso, just under her boob, so maybe a little bit of extra support. Obviously, got to have a vacuum-sealed belly button. That's quite a deep one, too. Good details all around, like little wrinkles, little gold paintwork. You got the blue gold lacing. You've got some strappies for going under the dress, but over her body stocking. And like I said, she has some quite wide hips. She's got some garters, which are really digging into her thigh. I mean, just look at that squish. She's got some good knees on her with, details. It's not just flat. Good calves. Going down to her ankles. She's got little straps wrapping around with a little gold or silver buckle type thing. Wearing some very high heels, stiletto type heels, and little silverish tip on the stiletto. She's got these it kind of looks like guns, but it's not really blades or anything. I don't know exactly what these things sticking off the back of her shoes are. On the bottom, we do see the hole for the peg. She's got, see if we can see it, pretty nice back. Not too terrible detailed. I do see some shadows for shoulder blades, and I do see the spine line. And over here, I do see side boob. And again, there's more wrinkles and stretching across her crack where the dress is digging into it. And good shading in the dress where it's folded and flapping in the breeze. Tilt her down to get the answer to the important question. Can we see it? It's black. But not necessarily black. It's the color of her straps. Very, very dark navy blue, I guess. But yeah. So the straps are her underwear. If we look at her arms, it's got good shoulders on her. And then she's wearing some very long glove stocking things. Got some little belts around her forearm for whatever reason. She has some gloves that only go halfway down her palm of her hand. And the gloves are shiny. Fingers are all separated on this hand. Going over here. Again, she's got those belts around her forearm for whatever reason. And she has a butterfly resting on her knuckles. Again, fingers are all separated out. And pretty well done. If we tilt and look at the bottom of this hand, this is where she's supposed to hold her cane, I guess it is. I don't see any peg holes, so it's just kind of a pressure fit. Oh, and I don't know if you can see it, but the little strappy around her wrist, or her bracelet, I guess, it's got a little metal clasp on the inside of her wrist. So yeah, it looks pretty dang good so far. I'm happy with her. Let's see. We'll tilt the camera again. Let's get her on the base. Goes on pretty easily, doesn't really spin. And can't really see it. There's a little maybe bubble in the plastic piece there. That's kind of where the cane is supposed to rest. So kind of like that. Yeah, if I slide the cane, it kind of slots into place. And then it just goes up into her hand. And I do not have a bowed cane, so that's good. My copy is very good. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of slop on the gold trim. But, I mean, that's nitpicking. They're looking for things that aren't there, really. Ooh, she's got some good clavicles in there, and there appears to be a little... You can't even see what I'm talking about. There's a little bit of crud on that one, like extra plastic. So maybe just a minute with a fingertip even cleans it up. Whoops. I caught her hair and made her wibble wobble, and her cane fell out of her hand. So like I said, it's kind of just a pressure fit. There we go. I'll put her up on the turntable and do some spins. Bring everything closer to me so I don't have to lean so far. Okay, so there is MoYan all assembled. We'll spin her around a few times. Then we'll zoom in and spin on her face and her booty and everything. And maybe we'll go handheld again. But yeah, looks very good. She's sexy, but not overtly sexy. She's showing off quite a bit of, thigh flesh and booty flesh and everything. But all the important bits are hidden. It's a very tight China dress. And, I mean, look at that hair. Look at that. It's a mess of individual strands, very well detailed. And yet, as I look, I don't see any really that are obviously glued on. So, pretty well done. Let's go ahead and zoom in 3 times and look at her face. Even bring her a little bit closer. There we go. So you can kind of see what I mentioned. It's kind of that vacant type expression, and she's got quite detailed eyes. Good ears on her. You can see all the little details in them. Good detail on the back of her head. And we'll tilt the camera down and do a spin of her midsection. See all the little strands of hair. The side boob and the thighs. And let's see if we can just, maybe if I do 2 times the view zoom. Yeah, kind of get all of her lower body in. So yeah, I am quite happy with MoYan. Just do a normal 1-time zoom. Pull her closer. Destand the camera. And we'll just look at her face and her boobs. We'll go from kind of the top-down view of her. And then go down below her and kind of a bottom-up view. And the thighs and the booty. And just look at that. She has, whether you're a boob lover or a butt lover or just a pretty girl lover, she's got everything. So we'll put the camera away and we'll spin her around some more. We'll close this out. So this is MoYan, or as she is, as all the stores spell her name, Moen, M-O-E-N. This is the devil version of her. She is from Lost Order. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Hobby Sakura. In China, she released in December of 2022, but at AmiAmi, I got my invoice on the 13th of February of 2023. Pre-ordered, she cost me 20,290 yen, or $162.84. There is another version of her where she comes with a wall scroll, I believe. And since she came alone, I can tell you the shipping for her. For DHL to the US, it was 5,578 yen, or $44.77. If I had gone with EMS, that would have been 6,112 yen. So just to give you an idea of shipping and costs, I think she's worth it. She's very good. I'm very happy. Now I have to seriously consider if I want her red version where she's kind of lounging on a table. So yeah, that's Moen. I hope you enjoyed. I shall probably see you in March, unless I do something different. We'll see. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. See you next time. Bye-bye.